Self-confident people who never feel the need to impress anyone usually display these 8 unique traits. We all know that one person who radiates self-confidence, who seems to navigate life effortlessly without ever trying to impress anyone. It's intriguing, isn't it? These unique individuals possess certain traits that differentiate them from the crowd. They don't seek validation from others because they have an innate sense of self-worth. Now, I'm going to let you in on a secret. These traits aren't exclusive to them. Anyone can adopt them, and I'm here to share these 8 unique traits with you. Let's dive in. 1. Unapologetically authentic. Self-confident people have a trait that is as rare as it is appealing: authenticity. They are not moved by the opinions or judgments of others. They don't change their values or beliefs to fit into societal norms. They are comfortable in their skin, and they don't feel the need to put on a facade for anyone. This authenticity stems from a deep-rooted self-belief and acceptance. Self-confident people recognize their strengths and weaknesses, and they aren't afraid to acknowledge them. They are honest with themselves and others, and this honesty reflects in their actions. An important point worth noting is that authenticity does not mean being rude or disrespectful. It's about living your truth without stepping on other people's toes. 2. Comfortable with saying no. Self-confident people understand their limits and prioritize their needs. They do not bend over backward to please everyone around them, something I've personally experienced. I remember a time when my schedule was overflowing with commitments, all because I couldn't say no. I was juggling between work, family, friends, and personal hobbies. It was exhausting and left little room for self-care. One day, a friend requested me to help him move on a weekend. Despite my chock-full schedule and the urgent need for some downtime, I found myself on the verge of saying yes. But then I paused. I realized that it was okay to prioritize my needs and respectfully decline. I said, "I'd love to help you out, but I have committed to taking some time off for myself this weekend." To my surprise, my friend understood and appreciated my honesty. From that day forward, I learned the importance of saying no without feeling guilty. It wasn't about being selfish. It was about self-preservation. And it's a trait that I've noticed is common among self-confident people. They can say no when necessary without feeling the need to justify or impress anyone. 3. Embrace failure as part of the journey. Self-confident people understand that failure is a crucial part of success. They don't shy away from it. Instead, they embrace it as an opportunity for learning and growth. Did you know that Thomas Edison, the famed inventor of the light bulb, failed more than 1,000 times before he finally achieved his goal? But he didn't see these as failures. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is common among self-confident individuals. They don't get bogged down by setbacks or negative outcomes. Instead, they view them as stepping stones on their path to success. 4. They don't compare themselves to others. Self-confident people understand that everyone has their own journey and pace in life. They don't measure their worth or success by comparing themselves to others. Instead, they focus on their own progress and growth. They celebrate their victories, no matter how small, and learn from their mistakes. They strive to be better than they were yesterday, not better than someone else today. The comparison game is a slippery slope that often leads to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. It distracts you from your own path and achievements. Self-confident people bypass this trap by keeping their eyes on their own goals and growth. They understand that the only person they need to impress or surpass is the person they were yesterday. This self-focused perspective fosters a healthy sense of self-confidence that isn't reliant on external validation. 5. They radiate positivity. One of the most striking traits of self-confident people is their positive outlook on life. They radiate a warmth and optimism that is both infectious and inspiring. They see the silver lining in every cloud and view challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks. This positivity isn't naive or unrealistic. It's a conscious choice to focus on the good rather than dwell on the negative. I believe that self-confident people understand that life is too short to be spent in negativity. They know that their energy and mood impact not only their own lives, but also those around them. So they choose to be a beacon of positivity, spreading warmth and inspiring others with their resilient spirit. And in doing so, they never feel the need to impress anyone because their positivity naturally draws people towards them. Self-confidence isn't about proving your worth to others. It's about knowing your worth yourself. And what's more valuable than a positive spirit that can weather any storm? 6. They practice self-care. Self-confident individuals understand the importance of taking care of their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They prioritize self-care and make it a non-negotiable part of their daily routine. I learned this importance the hard way. A few years back, I was caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, trying to meet deadlines, fulfill responsibilities, and keep everyone around me happy. But in this process, I neglected my own self-care. I was constantly tired, stressed, and on the verge of burnout. It was only when my health took a hit that I realized something had to change. I started prioritizing self-care. Yoga, meditation, reading a good book, or simply taking a walk in the park became an integral part of my routine. And it made a world of difference. I felt healthier, happier, and more confident in my own skin. Self-confident people understand that they can't pour from an empty cup. They take time for themselves without feeling guilty or selfish. They know that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity for overall well-being and confidence. 7. They set healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential trait of self-confident people. They have a clear understanding of their limits and are not afraid to express them to others. These boundaries may relate to their time, energy, personal space, or relationships. They know when to take a step back and when to say no. They respect their own boundaries and expect others to do the same. Moreover, self-confident people understand that setting boundaries is not about being selfish or rude. It's about self-respect and ensuring a healthy balance in all aspects of life. By setting and maintaining these boundaries, they demonstrate their self-worth and avoid unnecessary stress or discomfort. It's a powerful way to express self-confidence without feeling the need to impress anyone. 8. They believe in themselves. Above all, self-confident people have an unshakable belief in themselves and their abilities. They trust their judgment and don't rely on others' approval or validation to feel good about themselves. This self-belief isn't about being arrogant or overconfident. It's about having faith in your abilities, acknowledging your worth, and knowing that you are capable of handling whatever life throws at you. Self-belief is the cornerstone of self-confidence. It empowers you to take risks, embrace challenges, and stand up for what you believe in. It's the driving force that propels you forward, irrespective of the obstacles that come your way. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this: believe in yourself. Trust your instincts. Know your worth. Because at the end of the day, true self-confidence comes from within.